everyone or many people will face that kind of flag. Like my webcomic, for instance, it's a slice of life comic. And if you look around, there's a lot of slice of life comics. And someone said, your comic is too similar to Amelie Belcher's comic. Because if anyone knows, you know, Amelie's Quarterball comics and the Amazing Adventures of Ami-chan, that's a slice of life comic. That's about her daily life. But again, that genre has been around for many years. You know, if you look at Kathy, if you look at Mary Worth, you know, all the Sunday paper comics, there's a lot of stuff that's like that. So for anyone to say, well, it's too much like that, you know, there's many places that you could say, oh, well, they copied from them. But if it has your own heart and your own energy in it, then there's no way that anyone can say that that's a direct copy. It's an homage, it's, you know, your own take on, it's, you know, it's your own spin. Just put a lot of what you put your heart into it. So I know that sounds cheesy, but follow your heart.
But let's be honest, the internet makes people jerks.
This is true.
You know, so the negative is usually going to outweigh the positive, especially if you're doing the online thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and also when you get down to it, there's really only 3 types of stories. You know, I'm sure y'all remember this from English class. You know, it's man versus nature, man versus himself, and man versus man. When you boil everything down, that's it. Those are the 3 stories that everything really boils down to. So, you know, it's just one thing that's just going to happen.
That's what I've always heard, is that people always say that like Star Wars is pretty much a Western in space. And that is like, you know, man loses, you know, man finds girl, man loses girl, man has to have battle with other men to get girl back, something, you know, that kind of storyline. That's just an old thing that has been around for ages and ages. For anyone to say, oh, well, you're copying, you know, there's no way you can copy something that's already, you know, set in stone. I hope I'm making some kind of sense.
Next question.
Yeah, next question.
Yeah.
Who's next? Come on. Anybody got a question about art? Okay.
Okay, so
All from the front. Okay.
I'm gonna try to do a webcomic. Where do you start?
Where do you start?
What website or
Kind of where do you start?
Well, okay, go for it.
Well, if you're starting out for free, because I tried doing like I got the free website, and I tried doing the thing where like you would have to manually link all the pages together, and it was too much of a hassle. If you go to websites like, right now I'm using SmackJeeves, and it's a free webcomic hosting site where you just upload the page, you know, and you can update your profile a little bit to make it your own, you know, add some pictures of your stuff, add some of your own descriptions of your comic. It's kind of like making your own free website.
What was that site again? Second hold on.
It's SmackJeeves.
Well, I mean yours.
Oh, mine is it's andytime.smackjeeves.com. Yeah.
And of course, there's a bunch of comic hosting things like Comic Genesis.
Drunked Up. There's a million free webcomic sites out there. Like this is mine, and you know this is one of my comics that I did. My sad, lonely comic.
Got the t-shirt.
Yeah, so you can easily do this with a free webcomic host, and you can actually pay to like buy your own domain name and have SmackJeeves host your thing where you just upload the comic. It's so easy. You just upload the comic, you put a little comment in there about, you know, write about, oh, well, when I wrote this comic, I was imagining puppies. You know, if you want to write that in there, it puts it all in there for you. So like you can fill all this stuff out. And it's super easy.
Do you have any kind of graphics program? Personal question. Do you have any type of graphics program or anything?
Oh, well, I have this pencil, scanner, and I'm trying to get a tablet.
If you want to go ahead and get an account on a site like that, a free source program called Comic Life. It's well, there's a version you got for free, but if you actually get the full version, I believe it's only $20. But it kind of comes. Some people consider it cheating, but you know, that's their problem. It has a ton of templates that already have panels on them, and then you can even do your own panels in there. But you can scan in your artwork, and you can put them in each individual panel. It's really easy, and you can. Huh? It's a program. It's a program where you can make your pages, and then you can upload them to a site like SmackJeeves, like she was saying.
I kind of like that, but I don't have the calculator program. Like it has a whole bunch of panels for me and stuff like that. But panels that actually comes with new characters and a little tutorial book with it. But I don't have anything. And I just have like Photoshop
take the time to learn them.
I would say if you find a method for making comics works for you, if you want to use a ruler to draw out all the boxes, or my first comic was like an MS Paint thing that I like threw together shapes and just kind of like slapped it in, and I was like, this is my comic, guys, look at it, Yeah, so whatever works for you. Just find something that works for you that you can do and you think looks good and upload, and if people like it, then you have a successful web comic. Next.
It's a good place to get peer, feedback, as opposed to throwing it on the web and letting the whole world comment on your stuff.
Well, our group, what we've been talking about, we're basically just a group of artists and writers. We're just trying to get our own thing going. So,
Yeah, and we meet every Saturday night. It's very informal. It's at a coffee shop called the Dawes Office, 281 in Brook Hollow. And we meet at 6 o'clock, and like I said, we all basically just sit around and drink coffee and say, hey, how does this look, or how does this story sound? And, we learn off of each other, and, oh, well, you screw out this way, or, maybe if you wrote the story in this direction, it'll be better. So, and that's, that's nothing online. That's just us, sitting together and, just working with each other.
Is there something similar to that for like high school kids?
I would say let's see if the school has an anime club. I do know that some of the
central
library branches here in town might have a group like that. That means I know there's one at Central Library.
I would say look into school clubs, any kind of art. If you want to get into any art classes in high school, I'd be careful in the art classes though, just because I've had bad experiences with teachers who didn't like the cartoony style. They were like Thomas Kincaid Sailboat fans. So just whatever, find some people who are into your kind of art that are good at it. If that makes any sense. Find people who you respect as artists. See if you can get tips and tricks from them.
So it's give and take.
It is. It's give and take because there are people that
you probably know stuff that they don't know.
Yeah. It's a journey. You're always learning. Art is a thing where you can never stop learning. You're always finding out a new trick how to do something, or finding out a new color source.
The school I'm going to is brand new, so right now we do technically have an art club, but they don't do much for anything. That's all. If I was going to open up one strictly for anime, or try to get more anime into the art club, what kind of I'm very, very bad at wording things.
Okay.
What tips would you have to
For marketing?
Yeah, what keeps calling me? Mom, I'm asking you a question right now. I'm asking you a question right now. Okay. I'll meet up with you. I'll meet up with you.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.